Every morning, a dragon stood outside the bakery, until one day the owner welcomed him. Every morning at dawn, before the city fully woke, the shadow appeared, scales like burnished iron, breath steaming in the cold, eyes old enough to remember empires dying. A dragon stood outside the bakery. Traffic halted. Drones rerouted. Security alerts screamed across civilian channels. Apex entity detected, and yet the dragon never moved, never roared, never burned. He only stood there, head lowered, watching the bakery's windows fog with warmth and life. Inside, Mara kept baking. She had survived 3 planetary evacuations, 2 wars, and a siege that lasted 87 days. Humans from death worlds learned one thing early: panic wastes energy. Purpose keeps you alive. So she kneaded dough while the city trembled. Day after day the dragon returned. Rain, ashfall, sirens, always the same place, always the same stillness. Soldiers aimed weapons from rooftops. Politicians debated orbital strikes. Mara noticed something others didn't. The dragon never crossed the threshold. Not once. On the 10th morning, the windows rattled as a distant explosion rolled through the district. Gang warfare, plasma class. The dragon flinched, wings twitching, tail scraping stone. Mara wiped her hands and unlocked the door. The bell chimed. The street froze. The dragon's head snapped up, pupils narrowing. Fire flickered deep in his chest. Instinct, ancient and lethal. One breath could turn the block into slag. Mara met his gaze. "Morning," she said calmly. "You've been standing out there long enough to get cold." Silence, thick, crushing. Slowly, impossibly. The dragon bowed his head and stepped back. "I will not harm," he rumbled, voice like grinding mountains. "I seek nothing." Mara lifted a tray. Fresh bread, still steaming. She set it on the counter, aroma spilling into the street like a memory. "Then come in," she said. "Or don't. But no one starves outside my shop." The dragon hesitated. Then he crossed the line no weapon ever forced him past. Inside, the ceiling creaked under his bulk. The warmth hit him like a forgotten sun. His claws trembled as he reached, careful, precise, and broke the bread. His breath caught. "This," he whispered. "This smell." Mara leaned against the counter. "Food's more than fuel, it's a promise." Outside, sensors went haywire. Power spikes. Ancient energy signatures waking from dormancy. Somewhere far above, war fleets recalculated their odds. The dragon straightened. "They hunted my kind," he said softly. "I waited here to remember why we once protected cities like this." Mara met his eyes again, human, unarmed, unafraid. And now, the dragon turned toward the street, toward the gangs, toward the threats gathering like vultures. "Now," he said, wings unfolding, "this place is under my protection." When violence came that night, it ended in fire and silence. Not one brick of the bakery was touched. From that day on, every morning, a dragon stood outside the bakery. Not as a threat, as a warning, because the galaxy learned something it never forgot. When humans offer kindness without fear, even monsters choose their side.